Hi, Alice Roorda here. Today's quantum healing is about you embodying all that you are. And as a starseed, basically what you're embodying is your extraterrestrial beingness or your skills, your abilities, your high frequency, all that you are into this human vessel, into this human earth. This quantum healing is about supporting you in allowing you to be more of what you are, this expansion of that you are, especially as a starseed. Because with that, in here as a starseed, embodying that on this earth, what you will see is then that reflecting more in your life here on earth. Because you want this life, now that you're here, let it be the best life you ever had on earth, right? Let it reflect in your relationships, in who you are, in how you show up. Oh, there was a big one on the throat chakra that was cleared because that is holding a lot of us back here. So there's a lot of clearance on things that is very starseed specific, I would say, for you embodying that here on this planet Earth, so that you have a life where you see that reflected and you contribute to this beautiful new beginning here on this Earth, this new Earth. Enjoy this video. And if you like these videos, please give it a thumbs up. That would be so amazing. And subscribe to the channel. Why not? Enjoy this video. It's absolutely powerful, this quantum healing. If you're curious about what quantum healing is about and you first want to know more before we go into that, I have a video here way back, a few months back. It was in the beginning when I started this channel, and it's something like, what's it called? This is quantum healing, I think. Simply like that, where I explain the details, and then there's also a session with that. Okay, I feel I'm getting tuned in. My system wants to go there, so let us go there. What I want to ask you for this is, you will participate in this process, and there's parts that you just receive. I foresee. But let's just see how it rolls. I want to ask you to close your eyes and just calm your breath. Just tune into your body for a moment. Yeah. And what I'm going to do, with your permission, is connect to your higher self and all higher selves that will be watching this in any moment in time. There is no space and time on that higher realm where we're connecting. So if you give me permission, anytime, it is incorporated in the now. So for that, I ask you to give me, Alice Roorda, permission to access your higher self. You might say that out loud, or you do that in your mind, and do that from your heart. I give Alice Roorda permission to access my higher self, because with that permission, I can connect with that and tune in what is there needed for you to make the process easier, and for you to allow to let go of that no longer serves you. All right, thank you for that. Beautiful. There's so much the energy I'm feeling. There's so much already clear. There's so much already done. But it's that those elements that are a bit stuck, right? That it feels very shadowy. They're stuck. They're not even so clear for me to see. They're somewhere in a corner. You know what I mean? So higher self, please make the perfect treatment plan in the right way, in the right order, for the highest good, in the fastest and gentlest way as possible. Thank you. I want to ask you that is listening, to tune into what you feel as much as you're able to. If that is still a pattern, that is still like parts of you that are not in the light, parts of you that feel heavy, parts of you that or things in your life that don't go the way you want them to go, things that are a bit stuck or procrastinating, or things that are stuck in your system, or emotions, or things that are there that you feel would be great if that would see the light, and allow it to release. So I want to ask you, just tune into that part of you without you needing to know what it all is, but more of an energy of stuckness, of energy of stillness, but stillness in the sense you don't hear it because it's so quiet. They're buried within you. And just feel how that feels right now. And I want to come back to this feeling again once we finish this quantum healing. Okay, so let's leave it there. And what I can ask you already is look at it with compassion and love. It's a part of you that is hurt, that is felt pain, that is sad, that is doesn't want to see the light. And we don't have to know and what it all is. I will just help you clear it. Okay, so come back to the now. And there's only that what you need to do is just sit back and relax and just be open for transformations and release. You might feel it releasing. You might support the release by moving your body when we come to the release elements. Or by say things out loud, whatever feels right for you. All right, so here we go. I feel so much love for these parts of you that feel shame, and your higher self feels so much love for you in total, in all of that you are, in this human body, in this human vessel, in this human life, and in many others that you have simultaneously. So much love. So higher self, I would like to ask if you can support, if you can support every being that is here to make that process of release easier, if that is in their highest good, yes. And that grip that they're holding on to, that's what no longer serves them. And that grip, what is not serving them. To allow them to loosen that grip, and that what's in the shadow to come to light and be released as much as is allowed for them in this moment in time, as much as their system allows that for them, as much as feels safe for them. And I say that now out loud, but that is a guarantee. Even if I wouldn't have said that, that is how it works. You never receive more than you can handle. There's never more of that is released in a quantum healing than you can handle, you can manage. Okay, we go straight to the matter. What I'm sensing is, let's go to the heart of the matter. Let's go to the original event, and that is that mostly in this lifetime, but for many of you it is many, many lifetimes of repetition of the same as it goes. And can we have clarity on what it is, or is that too diverse? Let's see. So we go to the original events. Before we have a repetition in many lifetimes, there is always an original event. For some of that, there is this lifetime. And for others, it is many lifetimes, not too far away. We talk about 5, 7, 9 max. Yeah, that is about the stretch of it. And that is a repetition of you repeating that. yeah, and I'm checking ancestors, but it's like, yeah, no, we're talking really about this human being and its past lifetimes. Okay, great. And that original event, can we get any information where that is related to? It feels related, and see how it resonates. Of a feeling of loneliness, of a feeling, a moment in time, that original event where you felt utterly lonely. The feeling of despair, a feeling of not understanding why you are so lonely, a feeling not understanding why you can't connect or relate, is the better word, relate to your surrounding. Why is it not going as feels natural for you? Why is it not this pure love and beautiful connections and love back and forth and for each other and this compassion? Why is it not that? You might not realize that in the moment, but you don't understand it in that original event. It doesn't matter if you remember that now. Your higher self, your soul, your essence remembers that, knows that. There's nothing else that you were supposed to do. That is just the way it is. All right, and how does that play out? Okay, we're first going to clear that. I wanted to see how that plays out in all these lives and how it shows up. Might come there. We clear this first. Yes, thank you. Thank you for that guidance. So higher self, can we then clear the original event just like that? Clear that original event and all its impacts, because not the event as such, but it's the meaning that it has been giving. Yes. So can we clear the meaning that it has been giving, that there's a not understanding and others are not understanding me, and something seems to be off, and it must be something about me. I'm saying that is a belief, not the truth. And that utterly feeling of loneliness. You are never alone. All right. But there is that feeling of loneliness. Higher self, can we please release that original event and all the emotions that come with it? That feeling of loneliness, that feeling of betrayal, that feeling of betrayal, that feeling of not being good enough, that feeling of ashamed is not the right word, but wishing it was different, not really. Where are we getting at? That not embracing, that's what it is. That not embracing yourself in that moment because you see the reflection of others where it doesn't resonate with them. So it's not, you find it difficult to accept yourself as you are, as what you are apparently is not accepted in the way you wish it to be. So there's a not accepting of who you are and all of your beauty and powers, especially as a starseed. You have so many powers, and that is often not understood by the surroundings that you come in, especially if that is a surrounding that is so different from the one where those powers and energies and wisdom and abilities are so normal. So there starts to be a misalignment with yourself, not accepting fully of what you are and there to bring, because you see it reflecting in the eyes of people and in the reality around you, that doesn't resonate. They don't understand it. They, beyond not understanding, they might not like that. And you crawl back inside thinking, all that I feel that I am cannot be allowed here in this place. And sometimes you might try, but very, very little. You contract, you become smaller and little, but part of you knows there is so much more. Higher self, can we release that belief that is a false belief of apparently I can't be myself, I can't accept myself the way I am, I can't express myself the way I am fully. Higher self, can we release those beliefs that relate to the original event and do a massive change history, and everything is needed. My body shakes it all off, all that energy that is felt. Allow your body to do what it wants to do, release all that. You might take some deep breaths, and every breath out is a release. You might shake your body. All of you might yawn, you might burp, you might want to move your body. Do all that to release it because it wants to go. There you are. There you are. Beautiful. I'm looking at the time, but I think I'm just going to forget about time. Because we're onto something here. We're onto something that is so part of your DNA at the moment. Dear Starseed, let us work with that. That being in that place of not allowing yourself to be seen for who you are. To just, already is one step back, is to be fully who you are. To allow yourself, there we got one. To allow yourself, I'm reading the field, so just coming as it's popping up in my mind, right? I'm just reading what is there. Allowing yourself, that is where it starts with. Allowing yourself to fully be who you are in all your grandness, with all your skills and ability, your high frequency, that pure love that you are. Not allowing that whatever you bring in from outside onto this earth to fully blossom. And I mean not just your connection with your family or anything out there, or guides or angels, whatever you're able to connect with or not. This goes beyond. This is more that all of that you are you. You, beautiful soul, all that you are, to bring that here into this human existence. And allow yourself, that is what we're talking about, to be all that, to live all that, to embody in your human body all that. So it will reflect, this is so powerful. So this will then reflect into your current life. How it is above, so it is below. What you are above, being in any star system, you can be below here on Earth, and low in the sense of density, and high in the sense of frequency and lightness. You are here to embody all that. So the connection is beautiful, but bring it in to this, and that is the part that I feel that fear coming up, of that full embodiment. I feel your emotions, of that embodying all that you are here in this human body, here in this human plane, here in this human existence, fully allowing yourself to be you. That's where it starts with. You allowing yourself. And you might say, I don't know, but it is not yet about it. It is not about you knowing or not. It is first about you allowing that. And that has to do with that original event where you had the experience, but I allow that. It is not well received, but we are here in a time where that will be so much more received and needed. You are needed. Okay, so higher self, how can we support that? That allowance. So come with me here, you listener, come with me here in this process. So higher self, please take and treat the following statements. I allow, and you might just say that for yourself from your heart. I allow all of me to have this human experience. I allow all of me to have this human and experience, this full embodiment of all that I am, this beautiful, powerful starseeds that I am, embodied in this life so that my life reflects all that I am. In that greatness, in that grandness, in that lightness, in that high frequency being that I am, here on this human plane, I'm allowing all that. So higher self, any resistance, please take and treat and do a massive change history, and any resistance to that allowance, please clear that fully in the right order, the right way, and with a massive change history, and everything is needed. And allow that in, and let that resistance to that just leave you gently. I'm not sure the gentle part is there, but let it leave you. Let it go, let it go. Some deep breaths in, and every breath you let out, let that go. Yes, there we go. Oh. It is stuck there, isn't it? But allow it to go. Higher self, please allow that process of release even more. Yeah, there's more elements. I feel it. We get to that in a moment. There we are. So let's look at the other elements. There's so much fear around that. So much fear and doubt and uncertainty. But the fear, I feel it in my throat. The fear of speaking up and speaking out. Just for yourself already. The fear of... Okay, let's focus on that throat chakra for a moment, because that feels blocked, yes. So higher self, can we raise the frequency of that throat chakra to a coherent state of being? So let's do that first. So raise that frequency of that throat chakra to a coherent state of being, to a higher frequency, to a natural state of being. Yes, beautiful. Raise it to the natural vibration of this human being that is so much more than this human being. Raise that throat chakra and clear it and clean it. And take away with that the fear that is holding this back. This beautiful creature speaking its truth, feeling into its truth, and speaking its truth and being its truth. Clearing that throat chakra, supporting that there. And release all the fear. The deep fear and sadness of past elements that created that. Please release those emotions and do a massive change history, and everything is needed. Thank you. There you are. Ooh, much softer, much smoother. Okay, now that we are in the chakras, I'm just checking them all. We're coming to your root chakra. As a starseed, you want to be more rooted in this earth, and you might think, no, I don't. But you do, because once you're more rooted, more grounded, you can bring more in of all that you are into this human experience. And there's way less resistance. You can carry more of that what you are. And that root chakra, you want to be rooted in this earthly experience. So you're more grounded here. So you can bring more in of that light that you are, that high frequency. And that would be so much more pleasant to live from that place. You get me, right? All right, so higher self, can we support each and every one with that grounded, that root chakra? So please raise that frequency of the root chakra to a coherent, beautiful, to a coherent field of energy. And bring that in and back to its natural state. As a starseed, we know how it is to be absolutely grounded and into our vessel that we live in that moment. Being it a vessel that we see or a non-physical vessel of energy, we know how it is to be in that vessel. So bring that knowledge back here right now, ground that in, and anything resisting that, please release that and do master change history. Thank you. Okay, there's not that much resistance. Good. Good, you're with me there. Great, love it. He sengte se hinta se hinta sengte himsa hinta he se hinta grounding that in even more. Se hinta, se him. Exactly. There you are. You feeling that? You feeling that more solidness? This is a state you want to be here, being on earth. It's not a dense state, it's just you feeling into your body, feeling that you can hold all that you are, all of that high frequency, that beautiful soul being that you are. You can hold all that more in your human vessel, in your human experience from that place of connection, of groundedness. Is there any more? We're good. Oh, just as a rounding that off with the chakras, you're good in general. So higher self, please raise each and every one chakra to a coherent field of energy. So that we have everything aligned, and align all those chakras, all those energy systems. Align all of them, please. Yes. And any resistance to that, please clear that. No, not needed. Okay, we're good. All right, there we are. Great. I want to ask you, you listener, I say that because I also talk to my the higher self, mine and yours. I want you to ask you to go back to that density, that's not the right word, to that part of you that is contracted, to the part of you that feels stuck, to the part of you that doesn't want to see the light. And more as an energy, like I asked you before, let's go back to that now, just in a moment, just in this moment in time. So go back to that and feel how that feels right now. Just notice that. Feels better, right? There's still a little bit. I'm gonna work with that. And when I say a little bit, it's that we are allowed to clear for you today. And that is different for everyone. And it's not so much the conscious you that decides that. It is very much your subconscious and parts of you that want to hold on and protect you. Not knowing that this will serve you much more. So now that we're talking about parts, I want to invite all parts into this process, this healing process that we're doing here today. Any parts, Any parts that are hidden and don't want to participate, I want to invite you all. You're so welcome. The controller, you're so welcome. The planner, you're so welcome. The one that wants to stay in the drama, the one that wants to, how does that look? The one that wants to hold on to the past, the old story that is so sad, but wants to stay there, that wants to hold it, but doesn't want to let go of it. I want to invite you, especially you. We love you. And for you, listener, please, all these parts are part of you and are there protecting you and operate out of love for you. Can you feel a bit of love? Can we have a bit of love for all those parts of you that do their best to protect you? Even if it doesn't serve you any longer, they don't know any better. So higher self, can we update all of those parts that don't know any better so they know any better? Let's update them. Yes, it's okay. It's a little bit process what we're going to do now. So higher self, so please support that process of update every part of that is here to participate, and even those that are dormant, please wake them up and invite them in, because we are having kind of a ceremony here, a party here, a moment here in time where all those parts are invited, because this human being that you are connected to is invited, has invited all of its being into the current existence. And all of that light that has been welcomed in, all of that beingness, that high frequency, those skills and abilities and beautiful memories of what it is to be that high frequency being is being brought into here, welcomed into here in this current life here on earth. And there you are alone, sitting in a dark corner. We want you to be part of this. All parts, all elements. We're so inviting you to be part of this. You're so welcome. You're so loved. And please, listener, feel, or you that is listening, feel this love for it, this compassion for it. We love you so much. All those parts, please come in our arms. Come here, come to here where the light is. We respect you. We love you. You know, you don't need to be ashamed. You don't need to feel guilty. You don't need to feel any of the sadness that you're feeling. You don't. So higher self, please release any of those that come to the service and no, they don't want that. Okay, sorry. They crawl back again. Okay, so come, yeah. Let's stay here in this light. Come and join us. Come and join us here in this light, being one's full embodiment of all that you are, all that expansion that you are. And you're so welcome to join here. Pain is welcome. Yes, that's what it is. The guilt is welcome. You're welcome. We love you. The shadow is welcome. All that you have buried under, you're so welcome. We love you. You, your higher self, your human being, and all parts that are already in that light, are already with you. All of them, they love it. That's where we're talking from. That's the perspective I'm talking from. We love you. We love you, and it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to feel guilty, and it's okay to feel shame. But we're telling you, we don't see you as such. We see you as whole. We see you as part of us. We see you as part of the system. You're not separate. We give you permission to be whoever you are. You can be. You're allowed in this body, in this system, to be exactly what you are, to feel as you are. But know that we don't see you as incomplete. We don't see you as needing to be healed. We don't see you as something that doesn't want to be there. We accept you. We love you. And we want to invite you to come with us on this journey of embodying all that we are, that expansion of us here in this human life. You're so welcome to join. And higher self, okay, that's what I'm going to. Higher self, any resistance that those parts are and is in their highest good and in the highest good of this human vessel, this human being, please clear the resistance to it and do a massive, massive change history, and everything is needed. Great. And all you do is just have that open invitation, always, to any parts that find it difficult to be part of that light that you are. Just allow them to be what it is in that moment and feel compassion and love. They feel the open invitation. Thank you. Okay, we leave it with that. And we allow those parts to take their time. And higher self, I would like to extend this I would like you to, how can I say it best, to support these parts that are having a difficult time, these parts that are see the invitation but find it difficult to accept and change that fast and to join here. I want to ask you to extend it beyond this time that we have here together in this video, to be with that, to be with those parts, to stay with those parts, and so that they feel supported in any moment in time. And I know you're everywhere, but you higher self, I want to just have it been said that to extend that support, that whenever such a feeling comes up, this vessel, this body knows it is being supported at all times. Please anchor that in. Please anchor that in clearly into this system. It's being supported any moment in time by that beautiful loving light, a beautiful source energy. Okay. So I'd like to anchor in the following statements, and you listening, you might want to repeat that for yourself. I trust that guidance of my higher self at all times. It is safe for me to trust that guidance of my higher self at all times. And I release any fear, guilt, and shame around trusting that higher knowing, that higher self. Always and any time. It is safe. It is safe. It is safe. And smooth that process by releasing any resistance to that and do a massive, massive change history, and everything is needed. Okay, that is very mild. You're there. You're there. I think we're doing good. I think we can leave it there for today. Yes, there is agreement. Higher self agreement. That is beautiful for today. Wonderful. So I want to ask you again to go back to where I asked you to go to in the beginning. How does it feel now? That part of you that is in the shadow, that is contracted, that is pushed under. How I feel it, but feel for yourself. It has the invitation. It is in the shadow, but it's now looking at the light, so it's not as contracted. It is not wanting to step there yet. Some parts did, not every part. But it's looking at the light. And before it was looking inside to the dark, like in a cave when there's never light. Now it's open, as if it is in the entrance of a cave and it's looking at the bright light outside, but it's still like getting used to it. That is a beautiful way to describe it. That is how I feel your energy now. That is how I feel your darker parts now. But feel that for yourself. And all you can do the coming days and weeks, whenever you feel some of that, Just keep an open invitation and feel compassion and love for it. Not that I want you to go and I want you to transform. No, it will creep in more into the cave. It will allow it to be. Because you have not allowed it to be. That's why it's deep in a cave. That's why it's pushed down. Because you didn't allow it, and maybe because you didn't know it, and that's all okay. It is absolutely fine that you didn't allow it. Because that's what you knew. But now you know you can allow it to be. And feel compassion and love for it. So that it feels more and more comfortable with your light. And will make that choice to join you in the light when it's ready. And with that, I want to ask you to come back to your body. Maybe you move your body a bit. Maybe you feel your body, your feet. What a joy. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and let me know how this was for you. Let me know how you feel. And sometimes it can take a few days for this whole process. You have shifted, you have changed. Things have moved within your system, right? Give it a few days, sometimes one, sometimes an hour, sometimes one day, sometimes 3. That is about it. When your body has aligned, as if you have already changed, but your system is still, oh, okay, what are we doing? It still needs to sink in a bit more because this quantum healing is super, super fast, right? So you might feel a bit out of balance. You might feel a bit more emotional. You might feel a bit out of your normal being because your normal state of being is no longer. There's a new state of being. And it takes a bit to get used to that. So give yourself permission to get used to that. So know if you're a bit wobbly, it is all part of you becoming used to it. Have an extra rest and drink a lot of fluid, water, no, not fluid, water, or very light tea, right? Herbal tea. Your body needs this. It has worked hard. This has been like a whole workout you've been doing here for your system, right? Okay. With this, I want to wish you a beautiful time with this new you. Much, much love. Bye-bye.